Alright, here I am. I am GappaMagix. I don't know if you see this or not. Make it brighter. $5.40. Anyway, I'm here at Flandreau, going to check on first to see if the hair sample is still here, and it is. I'll pick that up on the way out. And anyway, now look like I came to film something beyond seeing if they ate their food. Something told me to show up here, and here's look like why. I'm not for sure really what I'm looking at here. Scraping with a claw, in my opinion, but I can't prove it. Now there's a beast called the flesh gate or the rake, meaning hypothetically from my looking it up on the internet, it's like a possible being that was, how you say, rejected by the other beings and put it on Earth, or some type of like warrior being that once they get out of line with the beings that are in the crafts, this is all hypothetical that I read online, then they put them down on Earth to see what type of havoc they want to rake on humans, or chaos they want to just ensue. That's just what I read. And due to the content as well from like, hey, that's brand new. That is brand new, just stuffing right there. How you say, like stomping. That's that print right there, that weird print. Huge hoof. And look it come right down here. In there. I didn't notice that little spot, little nook right there. I can't even fit in there, I don't think. That's just wide enough for a deer. Maybe I can fit in there without a coat on. And anyway, though, it is slight cold outside. It's like 42 degrees out. Now, I don't know why the Rangers cut all that down. Obviously, they had a little meeting and decided to because of that clearing right there that it made, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, though. I believe it made all of this, too. Tore all this down. Because if you look at it, there's no tire tracks or anything that did this, in my opinion. This is my opinion, though. And then stinks really here real bad too. But then again though, I have no idea. This is my guess. Stinks like must. Someone left their glove right here. High flex. That's a halfway good glove. Finders keepers. Now all I gotta do is find the twin. I know how many times I drop my gloves. I always go back and pick them up. And anyway, now there's a lot of bends back there. Hold on. Go back here for a second. Meaning that's like, I don't know if it's forced bend or natural. Hey, what's really going on right here? Hold on. Why is there a deer stand up here? Hold on. This must be like its little spot or something. And one of the people that think it's time to shoot the thing put that deer stand up. I want to see if I could. I mean, a lot of people, like, they don't mind if someone sits in there. Hypothetically, I come down here one time as long as I got enough food and something to drink, and climb up there and just sit there. I don't know if that's code or not, but it is in the state park, so I don't believe it's even legal. No way, hold on. Shit right here, there's chaos right here, hold on. Hold on, look at this. is all scraped clean. If that means anything. Look at that. There's no way that isn't, how you say, like gnawed on or something. That's what I believe. I believe it's just like sharpening its teeth right here. There's no way it could do that by just scraping it with its antlers. I really highly doubt that. What was that? Yo. What was that? Did you hear that noise? I mean, it's a rather nice setup too, the deer stand. But then again, I'm not a connoisseur of what a good one or a bad one looks like. But look at, you barely see my breath. Anyway, I want to see here. Look at this. Oh my god! Like what the hell? It is eating on it. Yes, it is. It's literally eating wood when it has nothing else to eat. It has to be. No way. This is exactly what I came to film, and I had no idea why I was, how you say, coming this way. This is eating on. Little bark bites. It's all eating on. Like, cause right here is real thin. That's crazy. So it's eating wood when it has nothing to eat. And there's a bunch of deer poop right here. Is that legal? And anyway, not that I care or not, but I'm just making a statement here. And it's literally like on the deer path. Literally, like it put its, or whoever decided to, how you say, stand or put a deer stand right here, they did. And then, like, I don't know how to, I'm not gonna climb it or nothing. It's not time for me to go out of my way to try to sit here. But once I see an actual thing while I'm here in the daylight, creature or thing or beast, then I will. That is, if it's still posted up there. Look at this tree. This is huge. This is one of the biggest trees I've ever witnessed in real life. I'm not joking at all. This thing has to be almost 30 feet in circumference. Look at this thing. Maybe not 30 feet, but 25 for sure. Circumference meaning from the bottom where it touches the earth all the way around. Oh my god. Hold on, let me try to get a good look here. Stand over here. Let me get a purple plant. Purple kush. What the hell is that? That looks like old decrepit poop. Big old nasty shit. No way. It's almost as if it climbs up there and sits there too. That's just a guess, so I can't prove that. Like one of the smaller creatures. No way. That is a huge tree. I wonder how old it is, because it's literally just huge and sprouting off like that, 4 spots. That's a rarity to see that. I wouldn't doubt if it's like an actual scientific name, what they call these trees like that spawn off into huge multiple trees out of one bottom tree or whatever you want to call it. And look at this. No way. This is put here. I don't care what anyone says right now. This and that. That's put there. Wow. And there's the deer stand. So this is like literally, no way. What's that? Wonderfully hollow tree. I heard rumors about those where I didn't really study them or nothing yet, but I heard about them, and supposedly they like go into inner earth. Oh no way! Is this propped here? It is. No way. No way. It is, and it's stuck in there too. It did that. Oh my god. There's no deer that could do this, or well, I guess Wendigo maybe could, but I'm thinking the rake or Sasquatch or Bigfoot. Hold on, let's go back here a little bit more. Literally, this is like half a block away from the highway right here. Hold on, I see something. signs of bipedal humanoid creature. I thought that was a huge poop, but it was just something. It's a part of a stick or something. See, I know my location too, whether you believe me or not. All I gotta do is go that way, and I'll get to where I'm going for where I put the gifts. I'm on the deer trail right now, or a trail, a vine, or vein. They call these little walking paths a vein. Not a vein, like one word, vein, like you're in your blood veins. And anyway, look at this. Same thing. This one's 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. No way. That's crazy. This one's not as large as the other one, but it's still big. No way. What's going on back here? Look at this. That's broken. Twist. That's a twist break. Tried to break it all the way off, but couldn't. I'll be honest to you. I'm like kind of getting slightly weirded out just standing around here. Just slightly. Not scared yet, but weirded out. And at the end of the day, oh wait, here we go. There's prints here. I don't want to put my prints on there too much, so we'll just keep going. We walk back that way too. Film that way on the way back. The highway's literally right over here. Look at this. This is all like a little spot for it to chill at, in my opinion. Like, it would be out of the way and stuff. I don't know if you can see the cars go past, but it's literally right there. And look at this little clearing right here. It did all this. This is like little romping around right here, you know what I mean? Chill out and watch the cars go by or whatever. And look at this. This is all pressed down. Like it was sleeping here. Recently, maybe even. No way. Look at this. There's that big print. And that's not the same one. Oh, yeah, it is. Right there's 2 back parts. So it's here, literally, and doing magic too, in my opinion. Not that I've proved it yet, but I believe it does do magic. Like morph, teleport, disappear if it wants to. Like anything. This is an outrageous, like, little spot right here. I feel energy too, if you believe me or not, and I'm not like just saying that to sound cool. I swear I do. Now, if you look at it, like if someone would just spin around like 10 times and they're not familiar around here, they'd actually be lost, hypothetically, possibly. Now, let me see here. What I'm looking for is like scrapings. Oh, here's something. That is not from a buck. That is eaten nut. Believe it or not, like I pushed my fingernail kind of in there. Wow, this is crazy here. Let's keep going this way. Hold on, what's over here? It's kind of just rooted up here. Mega mess, kind of. That's what they call rooting up. Look at this. I'm like, no way. This is put here. All this is, I'm not joking at all. That's put. That's still that's still in the ground. But this is put. I knew it was. I knew that was. You can tell by the bark difference. And it's put like a Y up top. No way. See, just because I title my videos all the same title, that doesn't mean I'm not out here filming different things. And it's best to film, it's best to title everything how I did, because that is, they're all hashtag of folklore beasts. And as well, the other words, those are good words to put on the title. Now, I'm just gonna keep walking back in this way. I don't care right now. This is outrageous back here to me. Look at all this. I don't know if this is like a little den back here or what, but I'm in the sticks for sure. And I love her mom, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, but she forgot that I existed. And no way. Look at this one. Wow. And they come right here this way. They do come this way. Look at this. What is this? Is this a vine? It's in the earth right there. And it goes into the tree. Wow. Let's see here. Look at this. We just keep going this way here. Look at this. So it kicks it right here where all the birds live. There's little holes all over this tree. Woodpecker live in this tree. Hypothetically, or once did. They hollowed it out. There's a print. And there's scat. Deer scat. This spot right here is heavily walked on. It's all padded down. Look at this. It broke this tree all the way. It ripped it all the way out the ground and just kind of left it laying right there. It was upset, as it could or should be, I guess. And anyway, wow, this is kind of fun right here in the sense I didn't think I was gonna have like actual fun. I thought it was just gonna be like scientific. It's hard to explain my mindset when I'm out here sometimes. And anyway, now it looks like a trail right here. Hey, what's this? This just got broke. I don't think it's recent actually. You can tell by how there's moss growing up, or mold or whatever. Both of them, stuck there. Oh, no way. Hold on. No way. This is all like just stuck there, kind of like intertwined and stuff like that. And look at this too. I'm sorry if I'm talking too much too. If you don't like me talking like all that. Like if I zoom in, you can't really see much, nothing. So hypothetically, if you didn't know the woods out here, you get lost right in this little thicket. And it looks like a new trail that they built or drove over to make. Not that it matters to me much, but point that out. Whoa, that's like real soft dirt right there. I felt like I was sinking. And anyway, now we'll keep walking. That was well good. Now, I want to see if the thing ate the burritos. I still think it's, in my opinion, I know that there's a Sasquatch out here. I know it. I'll swear my soul on it. And it's not a bear squatch or any of that nonsense. It's an actual Bigfoot, and it had an owl friend, not an actual mimic of an owl. He has an owl friend, whether you believe that or not. And at the end of the day, I know that because I just do. I seen it. September 9th, 2025. I saw the silhouette of the creature, and as well before that, I saw in the sky the owl flying. I guess might as well go over there. I was talked about staring at this. Might as well walk over here once. I'm on a little deer trail too. Look at this is like what's it called too? Like a little nook for it. It's all padded down right here in the spot. Literally. Huh. Hey, huge red rock right there. The size of a pumpkin. Oh wait, it's cracked and stuff too. If you get a sledgehammer, you crack that open. Maybe there's something underneath or inside there. Look at. See how it's cracked? Alright, well, you see that now up close. Is what it is, basically just trash pile or unwanted limbs of trees and whatnot. Burn them all. Douse a bunch of gas all over it. Now, the other day when I was standing over there, right over there, where I lost the phone right there. Not the phone I'm in my hand, but my other phone. And anyway, over here I heard whooping, but it wasn't quite like Sasquatch whooping. It was more like mimic of an owl, and I know it wasn't an actual owl. And it's funny too, right when I turned the phone on record, it stopped. It's like it knew. We'll go back there after we check on the gifts. What's that? I don't know. To me, that looks like a big claw mark. Oh no! Hold on. Look at that. That's something. I don't care what anyone says right there. Small footprint, in my opinion. This type of mud is the good mud to find a footprint in, because it's real squishy mud. Looks like someone was already driving out here, the ranger, or one of the cadets. And anyway, go this way, stay on the trail. And anyway, technically I'm on the trail. Hey, look, hold on. Believe it or not, I can't prove this, but it bends stuff like that to make it look like a little stick figure of a human. Hold on, let me help it out. Now it's all the way better. Keep walking over here. That's a huge geese, one single goose. He's lost, or she. Now where's my tree at? Where I gift my gifts? It's like it. Thought it was. There it is. They didn't come and get them either. The stick's still on there. I can see it from back here at naked eye. Maybe they did, I don't know. We'll look here though. It is possible, dog man. No way. It's got. It took. And there's they left the rubbish there. There's a couple of bites still of the. It didn't care about those. It wanted the burritos though, and it decided to leave the stick how it is. Okay, hold on. Put this kind of like that. No way. They took everything. They took the cookies, and they took the burritos. See, I knew it. I knew what I said. It is possible dog man. It is possible rake or skinwalker or fleshgate, or as well possible Sasquatch or Wendigo. We're gonna just leave it like that. They'll come back. That means they ate some of them. They didn't quite know what about these though. I could tell. How many is in there still? A good amount, but some are eaten. I remember I put about 10 of them in there, or maybe 8. There's about 4 in the bag and 2 right there. So they ate a couple. They didn't mind those. So just let it be like that. Wow. Get some hot sauce on my burrito, baby. You know you look good to me. The beast told me it wanted burritos. I'm actually starting to think it is. I can't prove it though, what I think. I think that it is though, how you say, wants to eat meat, obviously. But I forgot I got another gift to give it. Or do I? Thought I did. No, I didn't bring the whole pack, but I had this 2 that I had in my pocket. We'll give them these. I thought I put a whole pack of these in my pocket. Put them right there. In case they come back. You see them right there. And it's like they don't even care. They will leave that just like that, just reach in there. They know it's me doing it too. because I wear the same outfit. That is if they're watching. I remember that time, I forgot what day it was, but I was down and there was snow, meaning I was down on the other end where the steps come bring you down to that lower part of the top entrance from the cul-de-sac where the rich people live. And anyway, believe it or not, this is gonna sound ridiculous even to say, there's my X that I put there, it's still there. And remember, let's recollect this bottom stick, I walked that stick all the way up to the entrance by the cul-de-sac, and they brought it back, they put it right there. Then I put that one next to it out of respect. And anyway though, do my due diligence here. Bet that looked kind of cool for the camera. And anyway though, point of the story is beasts, they like can tell character when you enter the forest, if you believe it or not, by some type of forces. I'm not for sure really what to call it. No, wait. Some more evidence. No, wait. This is real evidence. Goat man stuff. That is the whitest of the white hair that I've ever seen in my life. And remember what my hypothesis was from before? That it has all white hair. Hold on, I don't know where that wrapper is, so I'm gonna put that inside there. Well, since I got this glove. Put it inside this glove. No way. That's more cleaner evidence than the one over there by the entrance that I entered. Put it inside this glove like that. Then I also wrap the glove into this napkin. Just because. And anyway, what I was saying, you believe me or not, this is a true story. I'm gonna swear on my soul. I'm gonna swear on your soul. I'm gonna swear on everybody's soul of the planet forever. Anyone that's passed away or is alive or yet to be born. What I saw was this, you believe me or not in this, and then I looked it up about how you say mystical forces of nature. That's what I typed into. And anyway, now I got to reading. It took a while to find what I was looking to read, but it's true. No, wait, hold on. This is all put there. And it chose to keep it there. This was once part of that, right? And it just laid it right on top of there. And then put this stick right like that, just to do it. Now, we're going back here. And anyway though, what I'm talking about is, you believe me or not, it was snowing in about a 10 or 20 foot radius right above the steps. Right where it was almost dark too. Not quite almost nighttime, but it was getting to the point where it's time to go. No way. Look at this. That's put there. That is a huge stick. And it's put there, letting you know that it decided to put it here. And it literally, no way, hold on. It's in the ground. This is in the ground. But it's also like messed with. That's what it does. It stands here and does this. Look at that. It did it for a long time too, otherwise it wouldn't be looking like that. See that, how that's bent out of the way? And right here. It just stands right here and just does this. Something to do. I don't blame it either. Sit here watching, right? My guess, assumption. There's the highway right there. Now back over here is where I heard it. Something there. Birdhouse. And it's all wrecked too. The bottom of it's out. So it's technically just nothing now. Some faint odor. this. There's like its own little pathway here. Look at this. It's like all bent and stuff. Now, if you believe in what I believe, and I can't prove what I believe, but it's in the history, the folklore tales. It just stands and thinks, and then it does what it thinks. If that means anything, like say it wants that tree to bend, it literally just by magical forces bend the tree. That's what it says in the stories, hypothetically. If you believe in all that folklore. I hear quietness. Hold on. That's a big piece of poop just stuck right there. Like it, I don't know what that means, to be honest, but I'm actually kind of slight worried. That's very recent. Regular prints. Look at this. Hold on. This is kind of evidence of weird bends. Something's on the ground right there digging. Hold on, what's that? Oh, there's a hoof print right there. See, I thought it was 1, 2, 3. No, it's a hoof print